Hello and welcome to another episode of Eat Smoke Drink. Today I am going to review, and I was going to say I'm excited, but I'm always bloody excited. Today I'm going to review the Adelphi bottling of Bowmore 23-year-old cask 555. Cask 555, it is a 54%. It is 1994 to 2018. You should still see some of this available around your local Adelphi dealer, shall I say. This particular whiskey has a bit of a reputation. Let me tell you if that reputation is worth the hype. But look, I'm going to be frank out there. Adelphi, they tend to bottle pretty good stuff. Okay, so the selection is usually pretty good. So I've got faith in that. But let's see how it goes and what the flavor profiles are, and let me tell you about it. When I first pour it, I can smell the peat straight away from the cork, but without smelling the spirit yet, I can smell a distinct dirty and filthiness to the whiskey, which excites the shit out of me. Okay, let's get nosing. I would presume that this has a sherry influence in it. I mean, it's hard to know, but the darkness of it. But it doesn't really matter. I mean, at the end of the day, you know. I smell bandage glue straight away. Quintessential Bowmore, quintessential Islay. I'm getting burnt nuts, salinity, saltiness. I'm getting a distinct meatiness as well. I can't describe it. I wouldn't say bacon. I'd probably say a salami. That peppery, that spiciness, that deep, bloody taste. Fatty. I'm getting a sweetness in there. I'm getting burnt fudge, burnt caramel. I'm getting a lingering peat. Oil. I'm getting a resiny oil, smoke. This is a heavy dram. It is a dirty, filthy dram. I'm getting blue cheese, fungal smell. Not too strong, but I'm getting a fungal smell. Quite a dirty whiskey. Beautiful dirty. Oh, absolutely stunning. But I'm getting a deep earthiness as well. I mean, I'm just closing my eyes right now. You can't see because I'm wearing sunglasses, but I'm closing my eyes right now and I'm just smelling it and I'm thinking, where does it transport me to? It transports me to a walkway, a bush walkway, just after it's rained heavily, and as I get out of the path, it's suddenly sunny, super hot, and there's an ocean in front of me. Like Castaway. I can smell sweat and despair. No, I'm kidding. No, but you know, I'm getting that bush, I'm getting that earthiness, the leaf, I'm getting that salinity. What a treat. I mean, I love Bowmore and I love Adelphi, so having two together is like, it's like an overload of awesomeness. With water, I'm getting a little bit of root there. I mean, that bandage glue is there. But surprisingly, it's not as heavy as you'd think it is. You're getting thyme and rosemary. I mean, you can't mistake that peat smoke, that bandage glue, quintessential Islay, but it's not as overpowering as you'd think. Not in the nose anyway. Metallic, minerally, earthy, sweetness with water. There's not a huge dramatic difference, but the root beer comes out a lot more. Reminds me of my childhood. I used to have root beer floats. Okay, we'll keep smelling it. I'm getting a bit of herbalness to it, thyme. And some grassiness as well. But it is quite a dirty smelling whiskey. It's not uber refined, or it's not, and I'm actually quite proud of Adelphi for doing that, because a lot of the Adelphi expressions that I get, they tend to be quite you know, they're very gentlemanlike, you know, they're very clean, and they're very, generally speaking, they're quite clean and they're quite refined. But this one has some mongrel in it. Let's taste it. Oh, wow. Oh, I'm getting smoke infused strawberry. I'm getting smoke infused licorice. Smoke infused jam of some sort. I don't know what jam it is. I'm getting root beer now. Root beer. I'm getting a bittersweet taste of dark chocolate. Dark chocolate. And I'm talking that 80% stuff that you think, is this supposed to be sweet or supposed to be savory? It's a bit of both. That dark chocolate, that oiliness, that butteriness, that chunkiness. Whoa. And that peat lingers in your mouth. It's like sucking on jandals. It's like sucking on sandals straight out of the shops. You go to the shops, you go to Walmart, or you go to the shop and you go to get those sandals that are fresh rubber, and you're just like, you just, you know, it just tastes like that. Amazing. Bonfire. It's reminiscent of a bonfire on the beach. I can smell burnt, you know, salty wood, some kelp, just the faint distance. Wow. The herbs are coming through. Definitely tarragon, definitely some thyme, but it is a very complex whiskey. For most people, that'll be quite a confusing whiskey. If your favorite drink, and if someone asks you what's your favorite whiskey, and you go the Bowmore 15 Darkest, well, this is going to confuse the crap out of you, because this is nothing like a Bowmore you've ever had. This is nothing like a Bowmore I've ever had. And I've had a lot of Bowmores because I like Bowmores. This is nothing like a Bowmore I've ever had. Very unique. And I wouldn't even say it's quintessential Bowmore, actually, because, I mean, single barrels, you can't really have a quintessentialness to it, but it is absolutely stunning. I'm getting nutmeg, I'm getting some cinnamon in there as well. I think it could be a sherry influence, and I'm pretty sure it is. Look at the color, but look, I can taste that. But the smoke combination with the sweetness, the sugar, the burnt butter, and you know what? I can't stop that taste in my mouth. It is salami and salami fat. It is a thick layer of salami and salami fat. That is delicious. It's like being slapped in the face with a 12-inch salami. Think about that. That is filthy. Filthy, smoky. That's Harvey Weinstein filthy. Let's try the sample with water. The savoriness comes through a lot more with water. The sweetness subsides a little. They're still there, but just subsides a little. But the salami comes through. Bacon starts to come through as well. I'd say a lightly smoked bacon, but it's very fatty. It's extremely oily. It permeates in the mouth. It's resiny. As soon as it touches your mouth, you can feel it. The oils just go diffuses in your mouth, and the finish is so long that I just had a drink of water and I still can't get rid of that finish. It is right there. It's not going away. This is an uber complex whiskey, not for the faint-hearted. Oh, outstanding. Outstanding. Oh man, look, with and without water, equally as good. I'd say then progress it. Drink some and drink some with water, and go back to it again. If you have a chance to get this particular cask, do it. This is absolutely stunning. I will detail down the bottom what cask it is, what percentage, which year, so you know exactly what to look for. Absolutely astonishing. 23 years of Bowmore slumber, and this is what it comes down to. It is so good, and the finish is so long. I'm still tasting it, but I can't stop sipping because it's just so delicious. yeah, I think it's definitely worth the buy. And cigar pairings, I would say pair this with something meaty and savory like the God of Fire Aniversario. That's a really good one. Or something spicy and not too peppery like the Trinidad Vigia or a Trinidad Double Robusto, or even a actually even a Cohiba Talisman would be quite good with this one. But something ultra premium, because this is called a premium cigar, premium whiskey. This whiskey is not something to scoff at. It is not the cheapest whiskey of all, but it's not a session whiskey either. So you buy it, it'll last you a long time, and you pull it out for a special occasion, and then you know, when your friends come in who say that their favorite is Lafroy 10, you put it away, because this is not for those people. This is not for animals. So thank you very much for joining me today, and what a privilege to taste this. And once again I want to thank Sunny for letting me sample this whiskey, and yeah, I'm probably going to have to sneak a little sample to hold back before I return it. Thank you, and before next time, eat, smoke, drink, and see you again.